when you're looking at things like what is my intention, what are my perceptions of my own actions, the impact of what I do, the effect of what I do, and whether that's what I intended, all of this is very subjective, and it's sometimes useful, I think, to look at extreme examples of that. So, for example, in the case of a murder, the distinction between what is intentional and what is accidental is the distinction between manslaughter and murder. And it's fully recognized that there is that distinction, but nevertheless, somebody is dead. If there is a body, there are consequences. And we have to, a court would determine how premeditated was the act. Somebody is still dead. Somebody has suffered as a consequence of whatever went on. In the case of Raab, his direct manner, his direct and often dismissive manner, is clearly seen by others who have worked with him as bullying, even if he and those people who are more favoured have convinced themselves that it was not. So maybe this whole Tolley experience may be seen as a learning experience. He was certainly intimidating. He was certainly, quote, persistently aggressive. But there is little evidence in the report of him shouting or throwing stuff or indeed abusing his power. Is that because that evidence doesn't exist? Because there were certainly reports about him shouting, about him throwing tomatoes, about him apparently abusing his power, but there is no evidence. So now the new Justice Secretary, Alex Chalk, moves into the Ministry of Justice, and the new Deputy Prime Minister, Oliver Dowden, who used to be in the Department of Culture, Media Culture Ministry, or whatever, DCMS, DC, Digital Culture, Media and Sport. Everybody seems to have gone through there, and nobody seems to have done anything of purpose. James Cartledge becomes the new junior minister in the Ministry of Defence. Gareth Davies moves into the Treasury. Chloe Smith is part of the Science, Innovation and Technology, because Michelle Donnellan is on maternity leave. John Whittingdale is joining Chloe Smith, and that will be part of the departure of culture, media and sport, where he's going to be covering Julia Lopez, who is the person I keep hearing from, but presumably I won't be hearing from her at the moment because she is also on maternity leave. So there we are.